Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Taurus, March 28, 2022. You're feeling friendly, and you can enjoy some pleasant exchanges today. Conversations and communications, in general, can be in strong focus. It's a good day for solving problems that are mechanical or intellectual in nature. A new or different approach to your usual routines can refresh you. In fact, a brief or small departure from the rules may lead to interesting new ideas or experiences. Follow your intuition when doing your work and domestic activities, and as you approach others with an open mind, they respond by opening theirs. While it's a forward-looking day, it's important not to invest too much of yourself or your resources into a new venture for the time being. A new moon will happen tomorrow, pointing to new directions. Ideas can be in the hatching stage and entirely worth your attention. Follow your instincts when it comes to decorating, reorganizing, nesting, cooking, and working, as you could create something special. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. There's a time and place for everything, and things are about to heat up in the love department. For instance, audacious Mars governs your romantic fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure. Still, it continues to dazzle alongside its celestial counterpart, Venus, via your sensually driven second house of comfort, finances, and value systems. On the other hand, Venus governs your 11th house of community, friendships, and social networks, so you could very well be catching feelings for someone in your extended network. Otherwise, this is an opportunity to venture out and explore your options. You have plenty. Now that the moon has moved out of Capricorn, you may feel a little less worried about your fiscal security. As of today, the moon has entered Aquarius, encouraging you to show up authentically at work. Out of all the zodiac signs, you definitely know how to keep real. So, use the lunar energy to speak up at work or about your opinions of work that can inspire change. Consider what you could say and where it could go. Be inspired to make a significant change with this Aquarius-infused lunation. Just days before they are due to leave your income sector over the weekend, as they are already giving you the confidence to fight for what you deserve, Venus and Mars are joined in a rare triple alignment with Pluto, the planet of change and revolution today. This is bringing the planets of money, war, and revolution together in a way not seen before. Think big, not just in terms of your career or future. Consider the big issues you care about deeply but rarely really think through. Get a friend to help. If you don't already keep a dream journal, it's time to start. What we see in our dreams is often a direct message from the subconscious about new roads we need to take. It's not uncommon to see foods and forms of exercise and other health practices in your dreams. Paying attention to these unconscious messages is part of taking care of yourself. With time and dedicated attention, we become more skilled at recognizing the signs. Why be cut off from such a valid source of self-knowledge? If it's a fresh start that you've been wanting, this is the day to see it happen. The cycle has now come full circle, and the promising essence of this day is at hand. Don't waste time looking back or thinking about how you maybe should have done things. Now is the time to consider the present and what you can do on this day to get things rolling the way you want them to. Use your organizational and planning skills to help you, and seek out some advice if this is something you feel you need. As the moon leaves your work sector and wraps up last full moon, it switches course completely, returning to your relationship sector to focus more on your relationships. This will cap off what has been a positive week on the friendship and communication fronts, with the moon tapping into both today. Yet as the moon kicks off a positive few days across the communication, friendship, and relationship fronts, it leaves in its wake a lot of energy across the income, work, and career fronts that will continue to play out. From the moment the moon returns to your relationship sector today, it will find itself in the wrong place at the right time. As always, this will see the moon clash with planets in Aries, stress testing a balance between your personal and relationship needs. However, a friendly aspect to planets in your communication sector is at the same time on hand to give this a voice. Your tarot reading for today. The Hanged Man, the Lovers, and Temperance. It is often said that it is possible to understand the future by studying the past. Here, your cards show that there is indeed a bridge between your life experience, the decisions you make every day, and your future. The notion of free will is important in your draw because every decision you make influences the life you will have tomorrow. When studying your draw in detail, the cards evoke a positive outcome to the problems you face today. For some time, you have been expressing doubts when thinking about your future. You sometimes think that nothing ever changes in your life, as if your life path had come to a stop. Rest assured, the cards you selected evoke new opportunities in your life, and show that by leveraging your potential, making full use of your free will, following your intuition and acting according to higher values, the situation should quickly turn in your favor and new opportunities could add a change of rhythm to your everyday life. To take advantage of this wave of change, you need to listen to the lesson of the draw and act with conviction. Indeed, the cards show you have lots of potential. You are a deep, intuitive and sensitive person. These qualities should allow you to follow a consistent life path and find the best response to meet the challenges you face. However, sometimes you doubt yourself and question the choices and decisions you have made in the past. It is quite natural to question, and this should not discourage you, quite the contrary. As the old adage says, the past is a lighthouse, not a port. It is this landmark, this personal experience, this history, which should enlighten your future. The draw invites you to leverage your personal experience and history to take advantage of the opportunities that you will encounter today. At this level, the cards you chose show that there are lots of them, especially on an emotional level, with this man who seems to occupy a leading role on your life path. There is also this unexpected event, this upheaval to come, this change of direction, which could allow you to bounce back in your personal life and re-establish the success that is so important to you. Our eyes in the sky. During this time, communication will be direct and impulsive. In order to avoid conflict with others, choose your words carefully and put your verbal sword away when expressing yourself. Words can hurt, which is something you're fully aware of, but try to understand the power they have right now. It would behoove you to try to be nicer to the people you care about. Before asserting yourself and speaking too bluntly, think about what you want to express. You can attract more kindness with sweet and sincere words. You're speaking more loudly and boldly than you have before, which means that many people can hear what you have to say. Your points are important, so use your power for good. It will serve you well. Take a step back and try to keep things simple and light in order to process all the information that's coming your way. Once you're able to look at matters from a more objective viewpoint, you'll be able to gain more clarity. Just after midnight, Mercury enters Aries, where it will transit for just over 2 weeks. At this time, our thinking is decisive, and we voice ideas that we ordinarily would keep to ourselves. However, we also risk speaking impulsively with little regard for possible consequences. Hurtful words are said in haste. We should avoid the assumption that another's difference of opinion somehow invalidates our own. With the beginner's mind befitting Aries, we risk a crisis in confidence, particularly if we are newly exposed to concepts that we have no experience in explaining or demonstrating. There is a fine line between thinking on our feet and rushing to the finish line. Around dawn, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Aries sun, helping us to express ourselves. We are communicative but have little emotional stake in whether others agree with us. We know our purpose and our intent, and we won't be swayed by popular opinion. However, we are respectful of foreign ideas, and can even find ways to incorporate unusual initiatives into our personal practice if we aren't being forced to adopt a position.